taking care of yourself during your bout with Lyme disease, what are some of the things that you have to now change with this?
One of the things is giving myself permission to kind of rest more. I feel like being the man and caregiver, I have to kind of be on the go, trying to do what I can. And I'm so thankful there have been people who have said, it's okay to rest. We don't expect a lot from you. And I don't know how many times I would apologize on social media and say, I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to some of you. I'm just so, tired and fatigued and I can't think straight and, that kind of thing. I've had like over 500 messages, so it's still getting back to them.
Mm-hmm.
But just, eating healthy. I've been eating healthy the whole time, but my diet and Sarah's became way more restrictive ever since things got worse. Just laying low, trying to stay off my feet for the most part. When I'm on my feet too long, when I try to do too much, I end up paying for it, and end up feeling like I need to lay down for days. I think it's harder as a man in the sense that a man feels like he needs to take care of things for, be the breadwinner,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. So, just allowing myself to rest more. That's one of the biggest things. And actually, that was one of the pieces of advice that a fellow caregiver gave to me. This woman who takes care of her husband, she said, it's okay to rest. I used to think it was selfish to do things like that. But now it's important to know that, because then you can do more when you rest. So I guess that's one of the things. And another is, as far as on the other end, I know that, the love offerings can come and go, and I've been trying to be creative, like what can I do if, I can't do certain physical things, what can I do from home? And so I've learned about social media, digital marketing, that kind of thing, and going for certifications. It's difficult because of the thinking process involved.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I have to rewatch a video or reread an article or things like that, but still been learning by the grace of God. So that's something I've been trying to do. I don't know if it just makes me feel better that I'm trying to do something for us. But other than that, it's been really helpful to read and hear other stories of other people, so that way we don't feel alone. So those are some things that I've changed. I guess another is just I've become more vulnerable than I used to be. I used to be a little bit more private, but I've learned through this journey that it's okay to be vulnerable and share the story. And I've had so many people write me private messages saying, thank you so much for being vulnerable, and I feel like that's authentic, and it encourages me to do that myself with my own life. So I would love to see a trend-setting, a change where more people feel like they can open up in life.
Do you feel that by you opening up that it has given you more strength, more faith, or anything like that?
Yeah. It does come with it's a double-edged sword, if you will, because there's been some amazing, wonderful people through the journey who have had a listening ear, encouragement, prayer support, that kind of thing. And then there's been others who have been insensitive, and that's kind of the risk you take with being vulnerable. But I obviously have to kind of go to God, and when the hurtful ones come, and be reminded, forgive them for they know not what they're doing, and it's not always easy. There's been some have thought, oh, it must be that you don't have enough faith or things like that you're going through this. But the positive is it's caused me to dive deeper in the Word and see the whole picture about healing and suffering and things like that, and it's not a cookie-cutter thing. And the Lord's the one who gives faith. So, but, there's the other side, and I look at it like this. The negative side that I went through is a way I can empathize with other people who go through it too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been easy on that end. There has been people, it's kind of like they have their pet way of, this is what will fix you, this is what will cure you, and a lot of people, if I can give advice to anyone, I would say, be more quick to listen and slower to speak. Because if you actually know where someone's coming from, you can have better advice. And, I even told myself through this journey, I don't want to be like that to someone else. I want to listen more and listen with my heart. There's a story in the Bible in the book of Job that when Job went through all he went through, in the beginning his friends did what was right. They actually listened and mourned with him. But then after a while they started giving their advice and what they thought was wrong, and it turns out they were all wrong. Mm-hmm. And they had to be, God said, you better basically hope that Job prays for you. So through this journey, I thought one of the most powerful things that people surrounding someone, whether it's a caregiver or the one they're caring for, or both, is listen. Listen to their heart. Listen to their story. Listen more than you speak. And when you speak, choose wisely.
Mm. So, Michael, what are some immediate needs that you have?
One of them would be, as a family unit, we're looking for a safer home in the Palm Bay area that's kind of close to where my mother-in-law works, within the budget, and her personal budget is $850 a month, but she can go up to around $1,000 a month for a rental, a house rental. So that would be one of them, just finding a safer home so we can get a little bit better from the mold environment. Others, if anyone feels led to help with, a gift certificate or something to the health food store, that would help. And, that someday in the future, if people could just keep their eyes out, Sarah and I try to get better. We've heard the Southwest United States is really good for people like us with our health condition, low chance for mold and Lyme-carrying ticks. So one of the places we heard of is Arizona, and you never know, somebody might know somebody or something like that out there. And I would say one of the last things is not just praying for healing for the Lyme, but, Sarah has other ailments too. I just didn't want to overwhelm people talking about all the different conditions she has. So just the overall prayer for healing for those who do believe in prayer. And if people want to go to our website, it's inkblotsofanidealist.com. That's www.inkblotsofanidealist.com, inkblotsofanidealist.com, and they could find a tab at the top called Our Story, and it shows kind of the journey that we've been on. They could contact us through there.
You mentioned a gift card from a health store. What kind of health store?
there's a chain of health food stores in Brevard County called Paradise.
Okay.
Paradise, Paradise. And that's where we get most of our food because of our restrictions and sensitivities. Another thing is recently our washer machine broke down. So if anyone could keep their eye out for a washer machine. And we could definitely use a car too. The family only has one, and my mother-in-law uses it for work, but it'd be nice to be able to bring Sarah out and that kind of thing when she has better moments.
Okay, so you mainly would like a home one that's more safer, which has a washer and dryer, nice neighborhood, and I just wanted to explain that part because you don't want the washer where you are now.
Yeah.
So definitely, thank you so much, Michael, for coming on and sharing your life story. I know it wasn't easy, but I really appreciate that. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to Live with Necee. I am your host, Opal Bailey. Have a blessed day.
God bless.